Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I start this video, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glories to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodai. Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Alright, I also like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. And I'd also like to give a sincere salutations out there until you document after teaching this word, a sincerity and a faith. Alright, to you I say shalom. And I'd also like to give a sincere shalom Shalakim to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, you sincere Akim and Akwath that watch our videos. Alright. Today's lesson is going to be a quick hit in the spirit about how the protests are ramping up, and there are multiple uproars of nations in the world and people. Okay, and this is a sign of the times, man. This is how we know that we're truly at the end of an era, man. We're truly at the end of this thing, man. Okay, so let's get to it.
This is Dabu 7. It is going down all across Europe as we have people taking to the streets. Hundreds and hundreds of protests all over many different countries inside of Europe. 275 different protests alone in Italy and France. We have shown and tweeted out all the footage of the people taking to the streets in Greece, taking to the streets in places like France. You can see Paris, the clip of it here today. A sea of people. Where are you at, America? It's going up here. Clashing with the police in the streets. Matter of fact, we've seen a lot of this where the police have joined the people because they've been outnumbered and they were actually doing the job that they took an oath to do to begin with, you know, serve and protect the people. I ask everybody out there that took the oath, what did you take the oath for? To serve and protect the beast or the people? Oh, you're going to say my country. Well, what is the country to you? The beast or your people? Foreign and domestic. Where you at? Yep. Where you at? All those that took an oath didn't have no problem signing up, save this country, to go off to some other country to do it. But we have to deal with the problem right here. Where's everybody at? People taking to the streets en masse. Ireland, the UK, France, Greece, all across the place. Where you at, America? Huh? Whole world rising. What's happening here in America? Same crap being implemented and forced on people. Where are we at, America? Where do you want to peacefully assemble? Huh? Was everybody scared to be put on a list? Everybody living in fear? It's pathetic. The people are rising across Europe and around the globe while you sit on your tail, and it's pathetic. Okay? I'm down to ride. Somebody wants to get something together? That's cool. We may be having something put together in the works here. And once we get the ball rolling, it's on. Okay? But that's what we're doing. I suggest you do something in your neck of the woods. You got to be the change that you seek. We cannot be waiting for other people to come around to try to do something around here. People start planning. Do something in your own neighborhoods, in your own cities. Get something going. And it would be awesome to see something of great magnitude hit this country like we're seeing in others. Where there's a will, there is a way. Well, much love to all the patriots, to all the real fighters out there. I see you, I salute you. And if I don't meet you in the flesh, I'll see you on the other side in this battle against the beast. Much love.
Dabu understands that they're setting up the beast system, okay? And he understands that the people in the European countries are rising up against that system. And he understands that this is a pandemic. He understands the basics, okay? But he's still in a carnal mindset, okay? He's a quote-unquote Christian, okay? And he don't have real faith in the Lord, man. Because see, if he had real faith in the Lord, then he will understand that we don't have to set nothing up. We don't have to go and fight against the system. That's only going to make things worse for us. We don't have to, well, the people that's fighting against the system is only going to make things worse for them, okay? Spiritually and physically, okay? We don't have to go and try to fight against the beast. We don't have to go and set anything up, man. We're fighting against the beast right now. by going out and preaching and prophesying against the downfall of Babylon the Great, okay? All we have to do is do what's required of us, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will come back and deliver us through his son Yahweh Shai, man, and the angels. Because he's sending his only begotten son to come back and wage war against this system, okay? All we have to do is remain faithful, okay? He's sounding like those Israelites that said we have to take up a sword and a bow, and then we have to fight back against the system, man. You know, that's carnal, you know? And the Lord said he going to give us spiritual power, and he going to lift up a standard for us when the enemy shall come in like a flood, man. Okay? And I understand why he said the people out here are afraid, man. You know, this is all, I want to say all of his plan, but this is going to make it easier for them to bring in the UN troops all around the world, man. It's already been documented and recorded that there are troops, there are Chinese troops in Canada that are putting people in concentration camps in Canada that only speak Chinese. They don't want them to speak English, okay? And it's looking like China's going to invade them from the back. And so who knows when that's going to come to Babylon, okay? Because that's in North America. It's the same continent, okay? You know, we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All these people, all these uproars of the people, and all these people gearing up and fighting against the government, their governments, and against their monarchs and their kingship down there. That's just making it easier for them to set up martial law and to set up the concentration camps and to get them in order and to get their new world order moving, to really set up their beast system and get it out rolling, man. And Dabu was coming to the spirit that we need to do the same thing. That's going to make it easier for them to bring out martial law out here, okay? But ultimately, this is all biblical prophecy, okay? They're going to come set up martial law out here anyway. Ultimately, by him stirring up the people's emotions and by him making them want to rise up against the government and for them to go out and fight against them, it's going to make them bring in the martial law quicker and make them bring in the FEMA quicker, man. It's also been documented that Jim Crow Joe is about to be put out of office because they say that he's not fit to be president because he's getting worse and worse with his quote-unquote dementia, man, which ultimately was all the setup, man. It's all part of the plan. It's like a bring in FEMA, okay? So, you know, Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Therefore, how can man understand his own way, man? This is beautiful. These are beautiful times, man. Call Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, okay? Because this is what we want to see. Second Esdras. Chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, man. Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which you've been hearing about constantly. You know, Russia and China moving in on the U.S., the Middle Eastern wars that aren't being followed and documented by the mainstream media anymore because all hell is breaking loose over there, which is about to kick off World War III, okay? For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And I don't understand how people can say that we don't have the truth. We got false doctrine. But the Israelites don't know what we're talking about. Literally everything that from the head apostles, from the head elders on down, man, we've all been saying the same thing, preaching this word and this gospel, man, and it's literally coming to truth. It's literally happening. It's literally coming to pass, man. You know, scriptures say that the prophets before me, the prophets of old prophesied before me of great death and destruction and famine and pestilence, man. And that's exactly what we're doing, and that's exactly what's happening, okay? Continue on to verse 6. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows, man. You know, 2 Esdras 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Man, their kings and their princes talk about we're back on lockdown. We got Maxine Waters mandate. You got to get this passport to verify that you've taken it for you to go into pubs and bars and all these public places, man, and they're not hearkening unto their kings or princes. They're not regarding their kings nor princes, okay? They're doing their own thing, and they're rising up against the system, man, which is beautiful. Because this is a sign of the end of the times, man. This is a sign of the end of the world, man. It's not the literal end of the world. And I'm going to get that scripture after this. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because you don't have that passport. You don't got that proof that he's been shot up. Okay? You know? This is beautiful because it's a sign of the times. It's a sign that we're at the end of the world, man. It's like Ezra 6 and 9. When I say the end of the world, I'm not talking about the literal doom and destruction of the whole planet, okay? The end of the world is the end of an age, man. Aeon, man. The end of an age, man. Why? It's like Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. When Esau's kingdom is coming to an end, is coming to a halt. We see that with all this commotion and confusion. And him getting ready to set up his new world order, which has been prophesied as well, man. But he's not gonna be able to set it up, man. Pursuant to Job, the 5th chapter. Okay, you know he disappointed the devices of the crafty. Okay, so we see that it's the end of the world. Okay, Esau's kingdom is falling apart, man. We got Edomites fighting against Edomites, man. Amalek against Amalek, man. You know, scriptures in Mark, the 3rd chapter, talk about how if the kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, man. You know, and if Satan cast out Satan, Satan cannot stand but hath an end. Okay, roughly paraphrasing those scriptures. All right, so we're seeing that more and more, man. This is beautiful, man, because Yahushua himself told us this in Luke 21:28. Okay, that 21:28 Slaki. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, man. We see these things passing, man. And it's beautiful. Call Yahushua, man. Lord willing, it comes to Babylon sooner than later, man. So we can get ready to get out of here, man. Okay, so with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. This is a quick hit in the spirit. I pray that the lesson was edifying. All right, until next time I say, Shalom.